dream that no one could save. A shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night. You and I, we got our differences. Yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain. What's the plan? Heavy breath and stay insane. Grab my hand. Everything is grey inside this narrow maze. We speak but oh nothing. We run our separate ways. Do you ever think about me? Or are you busy with someone else?
Hey everybody, Beyond Drew TV here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Beyond Wolf Nature. Oh. Wrong guy. Hello, hello. What's up, Jake? Miss Queen is here. Heather. Harry Scott, Totter, Domez, Seabrus. I have got a treat for you nerds today. I thought Drew was going to hold off on this until his second episode, but he said go ahead and show it, so it is not behind a box anymore. Good to see you all. Where's the big angry brown gorilla? I haven't downloaded him yet, but he's coming. Pushes up glasses. I'm ready. And I am ready as well. Get you all a little bit of background music going as typical. And then we'll go ahead and show off. Now, normally I pick on Drew pretty hard, you know, over his builds and stuff. Not this time. I was floored. I am pretty stoked for this. I know now why Drew, like, immediately said, I have to do the MS Queen. All right, so let's go over here in just a moment. And let's take a look at the MS. Drew, should we, yeah, he deserves a pass for this one. Should we just kind of creep our way through the swamp to show him kind of what you've been up to? Now, he hasn't streamed in 2 days. This has been absolutely like top secret. He has toiled away at this for probably a good 8 to 10 hours, I'd say. And definitely was worth it. Creep on in. All right, Bold did not miss this either. I think if you guys are ready, unless you want to wait for a couple more people, we can go ahead and make our way towards the MS Queen. Miss Queen's casino boat where she can get her gamble on. All right, let's start heading this way through the swamp. This thing is such a centerpiece. Watch my internet cut out. Past P-Blade's Murder Shack. Now, does this thing not fit here, or does it not? Is this thing not in? This is the best thing I've ever seen Drew. I mean, not to like personally knock Drew, but he reached down into some talent that I've not seen him reach down to before. I was like, my message to him was like, are you absolutely shitting me? Look at the jazz band up on the second tier. And we now officially have the MS Queen docked in the nature preserve. It is not going anywhere. She is there for all time. And I think that just come out absolutely killer for this bayou here. Can you believe this? So this is our gambling barge, guys. Looks pretty permanently parked. Yes, this thing is not going anywhere. So this, you know, I was really worried about this. I thought Drew was going to say, all right, man, go ahead and try the MS Queen. But boats are so stinking hard in this game. And he pulled this off just masterfully. And look how it comes alive at night. Got a couple Steves out here. Miss Queen said, so flippin' cool. Miss Queen, I think you have I think you have the most awesome custom pieces yet. Also, look at the front sign. There's a list of banned people. William, Herman, Bold. Okay, Bold, we'll let you in. Herman, sorry. William, sorry. Band names. We'll see, Herman, he was afraid you might start like plucking stuff off of it and bringing it back over to your salvage shop. So Bold was banned and then became unbanned. This is too stinking cool. Stuff like this gives you inspiration while you're building other stuff, like just seeing it sitting here. Because you guys will notice we do that kind of, we'll be in the middle of like building and then we'll just kind of zoom back over here and start looking at Claire's or the grocery store or Aunt Crispy's. And you kind of just take stuff from other builds. Yeah, this was 2 days worth of uninterrupted work. The only time he sent this back was for us to do our 2 little streams, and he was on it. And the spacing is perfect too. Like it still lets boats get through here. You all didn't have to tear down my tree. Oh, you've got a little willow out here on the end. Very nice. Looks much better without the box there. Yeah, that just looks like that was meant to sit there for us to gamble our paychecks away. Bolt said, I don't think I could do that in 2 months. What's up, Dan? Dan creates. Maybe he had to move the tree slightly. So yes, that is what Drew has been up to with our swamp build. Now, Drew's given me a couple little instructions today. He said, because I just said, man, whatever you kind of have been thinking about, worrying about, what do you need to have happen on this stream? And he said, well, 2 things. He said the Thieves Guild really needs some work because he said I kind of just started it and left the shell here. So we could expand out the Thieves Guild. Or, he said, we need to be thinking start of the train station that kind of goes into the dark swamp area. You know, so there's, I don't know which way to turn. And we still have to do some of the Spanish area. We have got some tasks on our hands here. We still do not have a Spanish town. Oh, let's see the boat kind of coming in from this way. Yeah, lots of little projects. Excuse me, sir. This was last night's build. Sumi Zumi mailroom. It's on its way, all right? They're not the greatest at spelling in the swamp. Oh, you, Miss Queen, missed the diner. Yes, this is Claire's Dockside Diner. This is where you can definitely grab your gator bites. And maybe dine with some gators. They're in here. Drew hasn't named these two yet, but they love hanging out at Claire's. And then, of course, Claire's has the little back eating deck. Oh, I know, Cebrus, and you know, it's like I was telling Drew. Drew was like, we only have been doing this for like 6 days. I'm like, yeah, dude, we started this like last weekend, I believe. That was it. As a matter of fact, let me make sure I'm telling you all right. Let me just go to my videos real quick. We started this build Beyond Wolf Nature Preserve Part 1 week ago. We started this on December 29th. That was when I first did that very first stream. So we are rolling pretty along, aren't we, Drew? Drew, doesn't it seem like we've been working on this for like a month? Drew boxes me up. You know what else we should do, S. Wolf, is start putting bits of debris along the shoreline for town people to pick up to add to their places. Yes? Especially before Herman snatches it all up. You know, Drew, what Bold said was a cool idea last night. It's like how, as the town progresses, the buildings get nicer. So her kind of thought behind that was, they, like the people that are farther, you know, up the river here, they get the nicer pieces first, and they let the not so nice pieces float by. I thought that was cool. Yes, S-Dan is streaming before midnight. Yes, Cebrus. Hello, Dew of the Sea. So yes, my kind of like options are, do I kind of start theming a swamp-style train station, or kind of turn back over towards the Thieves Guild? I kind of want to start on the train station. Drew is going, we've kind of, our solution for the low boat clearance is a drawbridge. So Drew's kind of thinking up some plans for a really cool kind of rustic looking, maybe not so safe drawbridge for our little strip here that will get you out towards the dark swamp. Oh dang, those are cool. Where'd you find those at? So yes, that is pretty stinking cool. Give you all an overhead shot. Workshop trees. So this is what Drusif and I have accomplished in 6.5 days. Yeah, you're right, because the dark swamp, we're going to want a different kind of vibe going in it, you know? We've got to make it a little creepy-ish. Hey, what's up, Lion Rider? I think we could go ahead and start on the, let's just start on the train tracks and the train, little train station here. Creepy is good. And then Drew said a cool kind of backstory, like as far as the dark swamp goes, people, like we were saying, merchants and stuff kind of come back and let everybody know what's going on and let us know how creepy everything is. Creepy, creepy. Dark swamp, I like it. Oh, hold on, Drew booped me. Ooh, interesting idea. Drew was thinking it'd be cool if we maybe tried to do this train station as like half scrap, half dark swamp. Drew's going to eat lunch on us. I like ice cream. What about coffee flavored ice cream? Let's see what I want to do with this. All right, now I have all the info I need. Also, I'm going to burn down your farmhouse, Estan. Hey! Murder fuels the justice system. So back here, of course, we'll do the more scrapyard type of side. And then I'll see if I can work with Drew's idea and kind of make it a little more dark up front. Like you're not incredibly sure you should be boarding this, but you kind of need to get on your way. P-Blade, you are quite the poet. Oh yeah, I love that rusty metal roof piece too. Especially with this build. It was much needed. Hey, Sumi. Love those new little trees he found too. Miss Queen's daughter did some awesome trees too. We've kind of started plopping in. And Cypress has shown us some killer swamp layering as well. That was really stinking cool. Check out my Twitter if you haven't seen that. I retweeted it yesterday. So see, there's not going to be a lot of care taken to this train station. It's just really to kind of keep people out of the rain while they stand there. This is by no means like some wonderful world-class train station. My gosh, did you all see Swiss's? I tweeted it yesterday too. Swiss's Planet Coaster Disneyland Railroad track. That was incredible. Where's my one little rock at I really like? Not the big ones. I think I never remember what it's called, and I still don't think I've favorited it. I think it's in the temple section. Where are those little rocks? Oh, we could use these guys for the dark swamp section too. That'll be cool. Oh, I did favorite them. We should have looked there first. Oh, that'd be cool. Customizing the train. Do like a ghost train. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? That would be fun. Only Bigfoot allowed on the train. These big trees, they kind of help. They'll help keep the keep the dark swamp a little more mysterious, looking up through there too. Boom, boom, boom. Kind of wish we could do the sunken path trick that we used to be able to pull off in Planet Coaster. You can do it here, but it doesn't, you can't, it's not the same. Like in Planet Coaster, I could come right here and like sink this down to where the path would still show, but it would just cut it off right at the path line, and you could make some really interesting design, like path designs with that. But Planet Zoo is a little bit off. It's hard to, it doesn't seem like it's the same. Little bit different. Wee bit different. William! 8 cigars. I can't take Drew's thing from him. He does that the best. Oh, William, were you here yet? Did you get to see the MS Queen? Sweet. Drew, like, blew us away here a little bit ago. But you're kind of not allowed in. Sorry about that. Sorry about your luck. William! Can't get on the boat. Sorry, man. Rules is rules. You must have done something to break them. I won't ask questions. I think with the Dark Swamp, the Brazilian nut tree is going to come in really handy as well. It almost has like a creepy vibe to it. See how it's just kind of all over the place and really awesome exposed bark or exposed branches. Very, very cool. I like it. Wow, I was going to walk around and hand out free cigars. Guess not now. Sorry, William, you know how Drew is. He saw it fit to ban you. Poor guy doesn't have many friends, and he's sitting here banning them. It's weird. But whatever. So this is kind of the first little train station type of area Drew wanted me to tackle. This is going to take you into the dark swamp. The dark swamp. There was one little piece that I take from Bolds. Where is that? Yes, this. The Planet Zoo beam square. That shall work. That view coming down through there is really cool with the MS Queen, isn't it? Isn't that a cool little, like just coming down the river? Hey, what's up, Josh? Thank you for stopping by, buddy. We are building a train station to the Dark Swamp. Uh-oh, Simply Savannah Bananas here. Oh, we got to show Savannah the boat. Savannah, check this out. This is what Drufus has been up to the last 2 days. We have a gambling barge now. Yeah, thanks, Josh. We have been busy toiling away at this. Uh-oh. What if that was our one that was under the pathway last night? Yes, and he even lit it up at night. So you'd think this is where the party is going on at night in the swamp. If they don't have anything else to do, they're heading to Miss Queen's barge. Very cool. Josh said I'd go party there. Uh-oh, Savannah's lurking at work. What if we got Savannah like in trouble? Somebody comes in, what are you doing? No, Savannah. Tell him it's S-Dan's fault. PZ party on the boat. Why can't you build like that, S-Dan? I know, he's showing me up here. Little nerd. He may have got that boat from Red Dead. We've been using a lot of inspiration from there. That's what we need to do later on this evening, now that we're kind of getting our Planet Zoo fix in, we need to come back and do not a Red Dead Redemption 2 stream in the sense of Red Dead 2, but we can go walk around the swamp over there and ride around, and maybe I can have Drew on with me, and we can look up inspiration in real time in Red Dead. That'd be a fun, like, 6, 7 o'clock stream tonight. We could do 2. I was gonna get on earlier, but I ended up doing the Age of Empires 4 video instead, and kind of got that ready. So now that we started this early, I could probably come back later this evening and get us some Red Dead in. We'll just ride around the swamp and let Drew take notes. Be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Hey, thank you, Silver Fox. Yes, I am more confident than ever that Age of Empires 4 is going to come out in 2021, like after their latest little post. I feel it. I think it's happening. I loved walking around the swamp in that game with all the mud physics. I would just roll around in it. Yes, we can do that too. We could absolutely make that happen this evening. I woke up to some snow here. Wasn't too much. It's kind of like it's still on the houses and stuff here now, but the roads are completely clear. So that's good. I don't mind it when it does that. Like, I just don't like it to where it snows so much that we're like stuck here for 4 days. So, you know. But Bold, just think of the horses. Think of all the plethora of horses you would get to ride around on. Drew, you may be able to use something like that to kind of shape up this, shape up your kind of makeshift drawbridge. I mean, you could use these to kind of start it out or something. Be kind of cool. I'm going to leave that there for him so he can take a look at that and see what he thinks. Might be able to come up with some kind of cool system using that. That bridge is by none other than Oblivion's. Awesome, awesome bridge. Ooh, he's got a cool totem pole too. We go in to look at these workshop creators and we come out with like all kinds of different pieces. Yeah, he may be able to, Drew may be able to work something out with that. I mean, it kind of even, I know it's wood, but it almost has that industrial vibe that he's kind of going for. He may be able to turn that into some kind of drawbridge system here. You know, if you don't look at it as like moving up here is more of like the like maybe even drawbridge support beams or something. Like for the system. Pull it up and let the boats through. I think that boat out there, like these boats we're using, that's by our goofball, Just Goran. Just Goran. But our problem was with this bridge, how to, how to get Goran's boats through here after the bridge went in. Y'all ever be at the zoos or like the little, like some theme parks used to have them, and they would have the remote control boats? Wasn't that cool? Like controlling those? The Stanley dropping off some mail. Just Gorn, is this your boat too? I want to say that's your boat. Like those and the one we have over at Mel, like going into Mel's. Very cool. Miss Queens isn't really going anywhere anymore. We've kind of got her. She's on a lifelong contract here. Ah, just the Stanley. Gotcha. That Stanley's stinking cool. They built the bridge so the MS Queen couldn't leave. Good backstory. Love Mr. Domez's little bits and bob pieces. We'll get back to the station here in a few minutes. I just kind of wanted to kind of flesh out some ideas here around it. That's what I'll do a lot. I'll start on a build, and then a lot of times I'll pivot to the foliage around it, or like an accompanying build. Sometimes I just don't. I won't just stay like right on the initial project, because it kind of helps me make decisions for the main project kind of as we go on. I like to imagine the Miss Queen just crashed and they just kept it operating there. Gator detection. Yes. They absolutely would need gator detection here. Drew was saying a couple nights ago he can't believe just the amount of support we still have on this, with not really giving you all animals necessarily. But, you know, that was just one of those things where we said early on, we just kind of, you know, we kind of made peace with that early. We're like, you know, I was like, Drew, we're builders. We're not animal dudes, really. So we've got to just kind of do what we're good at, stick to what we're good at, and try not to run out of talent with this. But my gosh, we've opened up Drew to an entirely new universe, to stuff we have never seen him try. That's what's exciting about this for me, just seeing Drew like just out there. Drew has not usually let himself do this. So that's been fun. Oh, a couple of y'all said we need to put some vines going up these train station poles. You guys are definitely builders, but that's why I love watching you two. It's miraculous how this has all come out with the foliage and rocks and gators. It's all come together to form the swamp we all know and love. Yep, this is fun. If we say anything about this build, it is we have had some fun. You know, even the aquatic stuff was great, but like we were saying, you can kind of see. Did you notice how quick it kind of fell off? Like, you know, we all kind of were really, really excited about it there for a good week and a half, and then it kind of just, we were all kind of like saying, okay, so what's next now? That was great for a week. So this happened to me and Drufus at like the perfect time. Right at that point where you almost start, everybody kind of just starts splitting up and going their own ways again, and waiting the 3 months until, because, you know, that's what you essentially do. You know, you hardcore play it for that week, and, you know, you might get some little collaborations going, and then, you know, you finish that up and you're done for 2 months. But this time we just kind of fell into this, and we've just been rolling with it. Really, really just fun, interesting timing on this. I believe these log planters, you can get those from Miss Queen's workshop too. Absolutely killer. You guys definitely got me back into having fun with modding again. Yeah, it probably is funner, isn't it, Nicholas? Like when there's like pressing issues out there, like there's an active series that you're trying to help with, rather than just kind of like getting random requests and then being like, okay, well, yeah, I might try that. But, you know, kind of by helping us, you could see it the next day, like really being used. Earl said, I think projects like this ones, the ones that break the mold, are what keeps this game and audiences going. You know, like that's what Drew was telling me. Drew's like, you know, not toting our own horn, but he said, I would watch this. Like this is an interesting type of, you just don't really Google, you don't search in YouTube Planet Zoo swamp builds and see like a whole bunch, or like ongoing, like a big ongoing collaborative type series. So that's what's kind of interesting too. We're making content that we would watch. You know? Did I word that right? So that's what's kind of really, really fun about this too. And after after this, we may have even brought Savannah kind of a little closer to the fantasy realm. She's got some ideas for Suyana. So that is interesting too. Because Savannah's kind of, you know, more or less not hyper realistic, but in the realistic vein. And it's just fun to see people like her and other people that have reached out to us that mention the realistic builds, and like they say this fantasy stuff is not really their thing, but this series is towing the line just enough to where the fantasy is accepted. So it's kind of like it's a good mix-up of trying to do a realistic swamp-type creepy village, but at the same time throwing in bits of fantasy and like, yeah, that would never work or happen. I'll kind of do is place some more of these rocks over here, kind of just like bracing this bank up a little bit, because that's what you'll see, like especially around here, like with these farmers and stuff, they will take their trees down, particularly like over here at the river, like all the way down to the river's edge, and then they kind of wonder why their bank is eroding on them. It's like, dude, you got rid of all the trees. That's what was helping hold that bank up. Now your field is sliding off into the river. Of course. It's a nice thing for me because I had my fantasy series with Atlas Park, but since that kind of fell through, this is a nice spiritual successor to help work on. Yes. I was telling Lion Rider I kind of like this technique I was playing around with at the beginning of the swamp. If you take this hydrilla, and instead of just putting it like, way down on the ocean or on the riverbed, the floor, just raise it up barely kind of below the surface, and it gives a really nice kind of swamp edge type of look. And then of course you can mix it in with some lily pads, and that's what I typically do, and it really pops the edge nice. And then I love kind of, if you can, like throwing in, we found this on the workshop too, kind of throwing in this log barely sticking out of the water, like a fallen over tree. That works really cool too. And then I usually like to tuck some lily pads kind of up next to it. Now we can kind of hide the edge of the, because this water is a lot deeper than we kind of give on right here. So the lily pads kind of help break that barrier between just seeing the hydrilla and the deep water. So see, we've kind of got this nice blend now as you go up through here. So we've got the really shallow, then the lily pads, then the drop off is a little more believable. Oh no, I don't. Bold was that the thing that? Is it the thing now that are the wolves giving them problems, or did that one end up working out for the better? I thought one of the issues with the Yellowstone wolves, have they over hunted the population, or did wolves bring the ecosystem kind of back in check? I think I know what you're talking about. I just don't remember if it ended, if they're having problems with it or not. Yep, that swamp visitation is one of the first things I noticed. I was like, whoa, that's an awesome, clever use of vegetation. Yep, that's what we were just trying to come up with, something to give us this water barrier, this break. This would be hell driving a boat through. Gotta watch out for the logs and everything sticking up from the water. Yikes! Ah, you know what? I have to do a little beaver dam. Ah, okay, so Savannah said reintroducing wolves into Yellowstone helped the ecosystem. Okay, it fixed the whole system. Yes, so I have heard about that. That is pretty stinking cool. And guys, don't forget, on my channel, I have the Beyond Wolf Nature Preserve playlist set up. So you can go back if you want to go back and see kind of when something was added or when did that happen. You can there's a playlist on there. You can go check it out and grab it up right off of there. Now, you're going to have some hours to catch up, but, you know, if you're bored one day. They keep trying to put wolves and cougars in the preserve just down the road from me. The problem is they don't stay there. Ooh. Not good. I can't wait until they reintroduce wolves to the UK, and like they did with the beavers quite recently. That's cool. Yes, I need to be thinking beaver dam. That is what Drew tasked me with not too long ago, and Line Rider actually made us a... we've got a beaver mod. I know they brought back American bison in Yellowstone, but like 1910, there were 23 bison left. Those numbers are like 4,500 to 5,000 now. That's cool. I kind of want a tree right here. I just don't know which tree. It's a pretty little tree. These guys, really cool little filler trees. Like if you need some overgrowth here. Watching this makes me realize how slow I am. You know, just quick little foliage work. All right, done with my computer work, so got to step away. The purplish desert one is beautiful. Desert ironwood. I kind of like that. Pretty. This little guy right here, the white birch, it's one of my favorites. Don't know how swamp realistic it would be, but still looks cool. Oh, that willow tree looks good right there. Sometimes I'll take this willow tree and I'll click and I'll put another one in and kind of spin it and just make it a little fuller. And see all of our little junks kind of over here out of the way. So as far as the boats coming through, but you know what? This shoreline right here kind of needs that same treatment. You know? Which is no biggie, but we definitely do not want to leave that blank. Herman says we might want to think about some kind of dredge way too. We're back into our classical music. You know what? I might leave that open because Drew may want to do some kind of building right here or something. That is a lot of prime real estate right here at kind of like the entrance to the little main part of town, you know? So maybe with this, I won't tree this up like a whole lot. Maybe we could still just do like this one kind of back here. But I'll leave that open in case he has any, kind of like any weird little ideas. Yep, so, and maybe he might shoot me an idea of something that he wants to see right there. Yeah, like I could build him a factory or something. Something to maybe go with the industrial section. Good little spot I'll leave open for Drusif. Hey, what's up, basic builder? Hi, how you doing? There we go. Wonderful piece. Bum, 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 bum. What we really need on this main street is prostitute Frankie selling their body for bananas and cigars. We also need Railroad Frankie. Oh, Railroad Frankie. Rough and tumble guy. We need a Frankie for every occasion. Ding, ding. But yeah, like I said, if you guys are bored later, be thinking about coming back, because I'm going to see, I'll get Drew on if he doesn't have anything major going on, and we'll do some Red Dead Redemption 2 referencing. We will take Drew in live and let him see some of the swamp pieces. But I'll create a Discord room, or we'll go into our Discord room and let you all hear him too. Like, we'll have him ride along with us. Wouldn't that be cool? Snap us some photos and see if we catch any good ideas. I think just Goran was saying, what is it, like Sandini, I think he calls it? Boom, 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 boom. Bolt said, and then Among Us. Dude, we should get that, and I'll see if Drew has it. If he has it, I'll get it, and maybe we'll try it this weekend. I know he'll probably get back to streaming tomorrow, but you know he'll probably stream early. And if he does, maybe tomorrow evening or something, we can we can jump on and let me test it out, see what you all are going on about with that. Because you know I can't go anywhere. I don't have my COVID test back yet. So I'm kind of stuck. I'm in the SDAN isolation zone here. I mean, I still feel as, like, great. I mean, I'm still walking around all cock strong and, like, I haven't lost my appetite or sense of smell yet. So I got that going for me. Now, the reason I went and got tested and am kind of like isolating is a lady that Casey works with, her daughter tested positive, and then so the mom was like, okay, I guess I better go get tested. Well, the mom went and got tested and she's positive, and Casey was around her like most of the day Tuesday, so that's where we are. Fun times. Among Us is something like $5 Canadian. Sounds like a good deal the way Bold talks this game up. Everyone should get it. We can all play together. Ooh, dang, Harry, yeah. She will, hopefully she'll be okay. Can get over this pretty fast. Okay, that's good. She's feeling okay. See, Drew just has such a wide kind of swath of bridge he has to mess with here, you know? That is a pretty good bit he's going to have to come up with a design for. That's pretty cool. He did a good job on that. Remember that movie? What was that movie where the girl was like stuck on that rock and she made a break for one of those things? It was like a modern kind of shark movie. I liked it. I think cockstrong is my new favorite expression. Bold always catches on to my little sayings. Open water, that's it. I thought that was cool. I didn't have a problem with it. Fun little spin on the... I thought it was better than 47 meters down or whatever. No, yeah, you're right, Bold. The shallows. It wasn't open water. It was shallows. Open water was about the... Wasn't that about the couple that was like the boat lost them? Now that open water, that was like... That's like panic-inducing. It's creepy, scary. The shallows. Yep, that was it. Did you see the Meg, Estan? Yes, I did see that with Jason Statham. That was pretty cool. Just an kind of over the top spin on good old shark movie. Well, at least Drew can't say I didn't try to get a little bit done today. I mean, we probably still got another 30, 45 minutes. I know I don't like to keep you guys here too long, but we're running okay. We're getting some stuff done. Have you seen Shark and Saws? Woman's Prison Massacre? Really cheesy monster movie, or my thing. No, I have not. I expected too much for the Meg. I did like Rainn Wilson in that, though. Old Meg. I'll still watch that from time to time. Sometimes it comes up on, like, I think we have it on DVD, but I don't ever like really plug the DVD player up much anymore. So if I see it on like Prime or something, I'll watch it. Netflix may even run it every once in a while. Sharktopus, Whalewolf. You know what? We could probably actually put one of Lion Rider's eagles up on one of those. That would look pretty cool. Drew got rid of the eagle. Was that Drew was saying earlier? He said he didn't even notice. The eagle's gone. That eagle's cool. I think right now I just have the brown one. I don't have the golden one. Jarzinski, welcome. The eagles are coming, Mr. Frodo. Yes, I'm glad Drew mentioned working on the first train station today. This is a pretty good idea. We got a pretty good bit done, didn't we? Not too bad at all. It's funny, like when you think of accents and you think of, like, when you think of like different regions of America, like, having different dialects and, whatever, but you don't really think about, like, how many different dialects the UK has. Like, there are some really, really wild swings. I mean, I guess it's just like, listening to somebody like from Tennessee compared to New York or Wisconsin. It's interesting that definitely the UK definitely has a wild swing depending on where you are. Zoofluencer! Yes, Zoofluencer, I have a special eagle in my game now. Now, he won't necessarily fly. Totters trains, I wouldn't be opposed. But, like I've told you guys, old Drew is the master of the naming. So if Drew says cool, I'm cool. He may have something different planned out for you. We shall see. These would be good, kind of making your way into the dark area. Or kind of starting to head that way. I see a lot of those in our future. Dagmar! Micah said, California has no accent. Well, a little bit of a theme name one of you guys come up with for the dark swamp area was the Neverglades. I think that sounds pretty cool. The Neverglades. Never go there. Huh? Pretty cool, huh? Zoofluencer is wondering when he's going to get his hands on Suyana. We just have to wait for P-Blade to finish up with us. Aiden said, honestly, one of the reasons I watch S-Dan is because of the southern accent. You know what's weird, though? I don't hear a southern accent in my head. Like, I still hear my normal just... Because remember, I grew up in Florida. Like, we didn't move to Tennessee until I was like 15, almost 16, I believe. So in my head, I do not hear how people around here sound like me. Like here, like when they say, like I hear it as night, but it's kind of a lazier night around here. It's like not. Are you all going to come over tonight? And I'm like, it's not not, it's tonight. Yeah, are you all coming over tonight? I'm like, okay. Don't say it through your nose. Tonight, not tonight. If Poison Blade can keep building for another 5 to 6 weeks, that would be perfect. Kind of in the middle of a house renovation right now. Well, technically, when Poison Blade's done, Simply Savannah has to take it over to try to implement her habitat that she is making on another, like another map. So you may still have you some time. Warble glurp. Estan Wolf, agreed. There is a variation in accents even within generalized dialects. Southern Alabama versus Southern Louisiana versus, say, Southern Tennessee are all different. Yep. I never heard my Geordie accent, only when all my friends were speaking in a Welsh accent. Yep, I do not hear myself as I'm guessing you all hear me. Now, Drew can speak a pretty mean, like, angry Southern lady. He's pretty good at that. And it randomly comes out. There's no, like, we can't just say, Drew, speak like this for us. He, like, just, something has to happen, and all of a sudden, there it is. Talking about accents, I can't even understand people that live in the south of the Netherlands or in the north. Almost a different language. There was one time I complimented a guest at Disneyland on their accent, saying, I like your accent. They quickly responded, I like yours too. Me being shocked, quickly responded, hi, I'm finally able to catch up. What's up, Andal? Morgan said, what, gay? The North is actually a different language. Yes, the Netherlands do seem like that is a pretty big melting pot, isn't it? They all have the kind of like the different to them. I live in Switzerland as a Dutch person, and once another Dutch person from the south came to talk to me, I was like, I can understand the Swiss people, but not you. Sometimes when, I know it's bad of me to say, but when I hear a thick Southern accent, sometimes I'm like, oh God, I don't sound like that, do I? I probably do. Just not in my head. There we go. American accents in a nutshell. Southern, really Southern. Boston, New York, Valley, General America, and Discount Canada. I don't know what language interests me the most, or like what sounds the most. If I, really to me, I would say listening to English people talk, like I said, I've been in a lot of Queen documentaries lately and the royal family and all that. That's really interesting. But as far as like a different language goes, I think German is pretty interesting. It's weird, but it's interesting. Arabic is cool too. But yeah, German is kind of, it's interesting. I either get a Russian accent or like that half-day sounding German villain voice. I have no idea why. If I talk English for very long on end, I sound Scottish. That's what's so impressive about a lot of you guys. You're my little European nerds. Like, you guys can almost communicate with everybody. It's like, just like you all are like 8 years old and speak 5 different languages. That is stinking cool. I wish we were kind of more brought up, or like that was more of the norm here. Parenting fail. Tell my mom, why didn't you teach me German when I was 5? Now I can't talk to my friends on YouTube without English. Of course, I guess here in the United States, Spanish is probably the most useful to us. Because I probably, I mean, 9 times out of 10, I am going to encounter Spanish as a second language than like running into a German or a French, or, like somebody from the Netherlands here. So for me not to learn Spanish, that's just lazy. I really need to get into that. There's this really neat app called, I even have it installed right now. It's an app that's trying to help me learn Spanish, and it is Duolingo. It's like looks like a little owl on the workshop, and you just do like little missions with him throughout the day, like little tiny lessons, and you earn points. It's a pretty cool little app. But be happy you don't have to use all those languages at once. I have to, and my brain just melts after a while. German is the perfect language for heavy rock, metal, Rammstein. People singing in Arabic or Hindi is like the most beautiful sounding thing ever. He will come for you in your sleep. Warble said, oh God, the death owl. Oh yeah, not the workshop, the Play Store. The Play Store or the Apple Store. Somebody starts a Planet Zoo language, Planet Zoo language series, like helps people learn Dutch, like through Planet Zoo. Like you just start watching their videos and they like take you through the animals and some of the more like common sayings. Then I'll be like, hey, just Goran, it is on the workshop. Bum. I mean, my park has all the signage in Dutch if you want to learn. I may. Like, how cool would that be for me to like do a YouTube video one day completely in Dutch? You guys would tune in for that. I can select that on this owl too. I just went with Spanish first. This boat never made it back down after a flood. I'll help you. Whisper things in your ear to say. Get Goran mic'd up. A whole video in Dutch would be fun. Would love to hear you say the words. I do see a lot because there's this one YouTube who is entirely German who reviews my mods all the time, and yet I can't understand a lick of what they're saying. I had that one time too. Actually, he was I don't remember what his name was, but he's a pretty substantial Dutch YouTuber. And he reviewed, you guys remember the zoo that I did in Planet Coaster before we ever knew that Planet Zoo was coming out? He reviewed that Planet Coaster zoo. That was interesting. You need a crawfish boat and a shrimp boat. Yes, we do. I'm normally already laughing so much during your streams, but if you would do that, I would die from laughing. You all, we have to make that. We have to make that like a mission of mine. Practice enough to get to do a completely Planet Zoo video, maybe like 5 to 7 minutes, and do it completely in Dutch. Like, would you care if I had maybe like my notes set up or something? You gotta cut me a little slack here. We can make that happen. That'd be hilarious. You need some private lessons? That probably would help. Or not. Or make things terribly worse. I like it when people speak like 5 languages and you have no idea what accent they have. Corrales is a good example. Like, with Corrales, you're not sure. He could be from the Netherlands, but he could be from Switzerland, but he may be Polish, or he could be from a German village. He's got like a really, really interesting, soothing, like pseudo-European voice. Do one in German so you can use the word Schwanz and Fleischpiste. I'm not sure what I just said, but if it's coming from Race Car, it may not be too good. I had an intern from the Netherlands last year, and in 6 months, she almost entirely lost her accent. She also had a really hard time going back to Dutch when she went home. Also, I changed her name because her name was long and hard, so every time she Facebook friended someone, they were like, how is this person? Oh, that's Kate. You changed her name. Who is this person? No, Corrales, I think he's Polish, isn't he? Isn't Corrales from Poland? I want to say, or I believe he's Polish. I think he lives in Switzerland now, I want to say. But I believe Corrales is Polish. Could be wrong about that. Corrales is Swiss, I thought. Corrales is Swedish. Ah. I thought he was actually Polish and just lived in Sweden. Corrales is like one of the most awesome, larger content creators you could like ever hope to communicate or contact with. That is a cool dude that does not let the YouTube stuff go to his head. Sometimes he'll even just randomly message me on a tweet or something. And I'm like, dude, Corrales just sent me a tweet. Corrales is Correlasian. Corrales is a mystery. Rooster and Meat Whip? Okay. Not so bad. What do you guys think about our little train station Drew kind of tasked me with? Not too bad, was it? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Like that's how kind of some of like you'll hear like some of my friends from the UK, like I would say, "Oh, that's no problem at all. Just send me over the file." But they're like, "At all." Like, "At all." "Oh, that's no problem at all." No problem. When I scold my dogs, I become British sometimes. Don't know why. Master has given Dobby a sock. Older English people, when they're on holiday, they will expect everyone in India to speak English just because they're on holiday there. Oh. Not fair. I started watching The Crown. Like on episode 3. They don't paint the Duke of Edinburgh. They don't paint old what's-his-face in a... Like a... kind of... They're painting him in kind of a weird light on that show, aren't they? Prince Philip. As a British, I can confirm that S-Stan is doing a perfect British accent. At all. Warble, my accent is quite dreadful, if we're being honest. Heather said, I love The Crown. Yep, I just got into it. Like I told you, I'm kind of on my... I'm on my royal kick right now, aren't I? We have to go back the riverway. Downton Abbey is my favorite show of all time. I can totally pull off a British accent. Apparently English people want it removed from Netflix because it's a disgrace to the royal family, which is just stupid. Both equally terrible, I think. Ooh, Mama Ortega, I'm glad you're here. I am going to try to drag Drusif into a Red Dead Redemption 2 stream tonight. Yep, you're about to... You've missed us for this one, but we're coming back tonight. Well, I've still got a little bit left to do here. But you've caught the tail end of us, but we are going to get into some Red Dead mischief. I have to have Drew come on there with me. Estan, let's hear you do a northern accent. It would be slick and spam. Northern like Lion Rider Northern? For the best English, you should watch Gorgie Shore. Hey, thank you, Allie. Yes, we are in here with our swamp mischief going on. And we're having a blast. Look, Drew even has a little dumpster out here. That's cool. I wonder how Drew's planning on getting electricity to this side of the... Maybe we could pipe it from... We could pipe it from Herman's. We could fake it till we make it. And then if he ends up putting some building here, it can all be adjusted. How do they pick up the trash? Do they have dumpster boats? Well, we were thinking they have... we're thinking they have mail boats. So we could do like a trash barge. Hey, that's what I could do real quick before we wrap this up. You guys want me to make like a little flat trash barge that comes through and takes everybody's trash like every Tuesday? Like Tuesday's trash day? Hey, Aunt Crispy, what's up, buddy? Mast, only here for like 5 minutes before having to do final bits of work stuff for the week. But Mast, your weekend is almost begun. Just hold out a little longer. Just stay a little longer. Dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far, far, far away from here. Dear God. I have not watched Forrest Gump. It has been too long. Pray with me, Forrest. Pray with me. There. Drew wants really jank power lines in the way. I'll give him jank power lines, like right in the way. I like the idea that they throw their trash in the river and it floats down to one location at the end of the stream. Ah! Mass Bandit gets a trash barge. Oh my gosh, what if we do like Mass Bandit's like dump? Like he's our resident raccoon trash collector. And he's got a little barge that he goes up and down the river getting everybody's trash and bringing it back and maybe like eating stuff out of it that he doesn't think should have been tossed so easily. Let me try a little. Matt said, "What the hell? I get a dump, trash panda." There's a game in like Barnes and Noble and Books A Million. I think I want to send a picture of it to Masked every time, but it's some kind of board game, and it's got like a raccoon on it, and he's like riding he's like in front of a train, or he's like a train conductor. And I think of him every single time I see that board game. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get the metal bottom may work good for this. A raccoon mod for this project would be pretty sweet, along with some possums. Can I recolor the corrugated floor? Yes. So I could do this like a really Masked Bandit dingy gray. We'll make it like that long, and then I could put some really like Australian Drew's gonna laugh his ass off when he sees this. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. But Lieutenant Dan, you don't got no legs. Yes, I know that. You wrote me a letter, you idiot. Now you guys don't hold this against me, because you know I am not much of a boat builder. But I have to get some kind of trash barge going here for Mask before I leave, right? I think I'll go home now. Yes, that whole movie is a massive quote. You know what I could also do? His little, like the driving quarter could be one of the little outhouses, possibly. Is this too big? You think it's too big? Whoops, I've got stuff weirdly pieced together. As usual. Actually, McGuire, I must have drunk me about 15 Dr. Peppers. I may not be a smart man, but I know what love is. Old Masked Bandit, the trash picker upper. Somebody's got to do it. Oh my God, this is going to be perfect. I named him after his daddy, Forrest. His daddy got a name, Forrest, too? Now, if we're thinking, like, we're already pretty janky with the swamp theme, but if we're thinking the trash picking up, like, this is going to have to be pretty scody here, right? Hey, see you, Six. That'd be cool. Trick a feeder to... We will get old Masked Bandit a trash barge here. Absolutely. Just too good of an opportunity to pass up, isn't it? I mean, I love the idea of the masked bathhouse, but come on now. It's trash. We just can't pass this up. The dump needs to be the raccoon's habitat. Absolutely. What I can use back here for like an engine? Oh no, I haven't seen the shirt you got yet. It's gonna be fun when we start piling this trash on. I just want to get some of the, like, the main kind of... Now, how in the world did we come in here starting a train station and end up making Mass Bandit a trash barge? We're weird. We are weird. Oh, Line Rider said he actually made an engine. Let's see here. Ooh, that'll work. I could just take the big fan. Just leave the big fan. Maybe do it smaller. Y'all ever notice that Zoo's like deselector is weirder? It's not like in Planet Coaster where if you deselect, it would just get rid of all that. It like selects more. I'm like, okay. And why? Why would you do that? Too much together. We'll figure something out for back here. Use some of the animal toys like the tires and stuff as trash. Oh yeah, we'll pile up a bunch of tires up on it. Yeah, that the deselection option is totally borked right now. Pushes it down the river with a big stick. Or with cassowary power. There we go. I have the power! Of a cassowary's butt! There we go. Hey, it may not be too pretty, but mass gets the job done. Figured they'd need some of these maybe if they had to tie off somewhere or something. People dump a lot of tires, unfortunately. Frontier designs really unique scenery pieces of cassowaries, and Estan be like, yes, but what about propellers? Well, okay, we need to probably think about getting some trash going here. Trash, please. Trash, metal, somebody will scrap that. Have anything that would make a good like trash bag, like a black trash bag? Slaps the boat. This thing has 2 cassowary power under the hood. Cassowary, power up! We could use that and do some kind of custom, like mass bandit, like whatever we end up calling his dump. We could hang a little flag from this. Those turn? No. Not really. Hate to barge in like this, but this is looking great. I don't know why that caught my attention all of a sudden, but I thought as like a little lookout bridge that looked or a little lookout tower that looked cool. All right, focus. Sorry. Yeah, this is just old mass bandits trash barge. Put some bananas on here for Savannah Banana. Old rotten food. Rolled up towels. Oh, we got to put some broken bicycle parts on here. Do the masked bandit flea market. Got to keep stuff out of his way, though, so he can see. Oh, yeah, enrichment items. Will this stuff disappear or will it stay here, do you think, even if we move it? Old trash boxes. The poor little zebra's going to the trash pile. No. Oh. Well, how do you guys think this little trash barge worked out for masked? Pretty cool, isn't it? Not too bad. Well, Domez, we are working on Mass Bandit, a floating trash barge. That's a pretty good haul. Get this big guy out of the way. Oh, Poison Blade's back. Oh yeah, some of the metal pipes. Yeah. Yes, so next I'm going to have to try to... So I guess I have tasked myself with... I've got to come up with Mask's actual dump here on the swamp somewhere. Now that we've got his barge going. You know? That's going to be fun. It's pretty much... It's going to be like... I guess it's going to be pretty janky, like Herman's. See, Herman and Mask would be buddies. Yes, Stan, if I were to build this, it would be over 2,000 pieces already. Well, guys, I think for now, that has got that pretty whipped. I'll have to, like I said, I'm going to come up with some ideas for him like a swamp dump. Yeah, Mast and Herman like trade junk back and forth. This seems like a raccoon type of place. Oh, for any of you guys that didn't see at the beginning, check this out. Drew has built the MS Queen. It is our gambling barge that is a permanent place in the preserve now. Really, really cool job on that. This game does not like me moving Goron's boat. Pretty cool. Okay, that's good. Drew did like a little stream out that way. So if we have, you know, like for that expansion, that's cool. Yeah, you do not move Goron's boat too often. But anyways, guys, yes, I will go ahead and roll our outro here. And I am done with Planet Zoo for the day. I think we made some pretty good progress for old Drufus. And we will, don't forget, come back later on this evening, probably around maybe 7:30-ish, maybe a little after 7. And I'm going to see if Drew will jump on with me. And we are going to have us a Red Dead Redemption 2 study hall of sorts. We're going to go into Red Dead Redemption 2 and go directly to the swamp and start looking around and getting Drew some inspiration, maybe some Dark Swamp inspiration. And, yeah, let Trashy Mass Bandit know I have him a trash barge now. Actually, I'll tweet him out a picture here in a few minutes. Tell him it's cassowary powered. But anyways, guys, yeah, we'll go ahead and roll this and be thinking between like 7 and 7:30-ish Eastern Standard Time. So probably about 3 hours from now. That'll let you guys go, grab something to eat, freshen up, and get back here for some Red Dead Redemption 2 action. I'm S. Dan Wolf. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. And I will catch you guys hopefully later on this evening. See ya.